Assalamualaikum and hello to you all. I am Azim Asri from Quantitative Survey Program. So for today, I was assigned to do an explanatory video related to the foundation of a building and also related to the case study in failure of the foundation. Let's go. Foundation is the most important part of a building. Building construction starts from the foundation, which is located at the bottom of the ground that bears it and is usually invisible. The foundation of a structure can be defined as the part of the structure that is in the direct contact with the ground. Soil will experience sedimentation and sometimes fail when they loaded because usually the soil is much weaker than concrete, steel or wood. The foundation also is a tool that aims to transfer the load of the structure to the earth safely, that is safe in terms of soil capacity and also sediment that does not exceed certain limits. The type and size of a foundation used is closely related to the size of the load to be transferred as well as the shear strength of the soil. A good foundation can prevent sedimentation and thus maintain the condition of the building its best. Foundation design is a process of determining the type and size of the foundation and the maximum load it can support for a given soil. Among the main basic functions of the foundation are: first one, distribute the load bearing to the entire building site. The second one is prevent buildings from sinking due to the erosion of movement. And the third one, add stability to the building. And the last one is resist lateral forces due to the soil movement. As we all know, the foundation of buildings, underground structures and superstructures are related and they depend on each other. In order to obtain maximum strength and economy, the entire basic structure must be taken into account and designed thoroughly. The foundation of the building plays as an even more important role when the buildings to be built are larger and taller. The choice of building foundation depends on several factors. Among them are load, type of soil, location, type of structure in the environment, cost, and the last one is execution. Apart from that, the foundation of building also is divided into two categories, which is the first one is shallow foundation and deep foundation. Deep foundation transferring the structural loads to the deeper soils. When compared to a shallow foundation, the construction of a deep foundation is more expensive and more complicated. As soil bearing capacity increases with the depth, deep foundation usually have a higher structural load capacity than shallow foundation. Therefore, the deep foundation will be used when the soil conditions on the surface are not good, such as soft clay. In addition, deep foundations are also used if high structural loads and high lateral load capacities are required. The basic type of depth foundation are influenced by several factors such as installation method, material use, cross-section and function. And also for your information, there are several types of deep foundation types, which are pile foundation, caissons, basement, and last one is pier. So in this video, I will only explain about the pile foundation. Pile foundation are constructed through driving perform units into the required founding level or by drilling in driving tubes filled with the concrete to the desired depths. The tubes can be filled with the concrete in different ways. They can be filled during or before withdrawal or through drilling a line, party line or holey line boreholes before being filled with the concrete. These foundations are used when the soil, constructional or economic conditions make it necessary to transmit load of the structure to strata that are beyond the reach of the shallow foundation. Besides supporting structure, pile foundation also can be used to help resist uplift, overturning and lateral forces. They are used as foundation for waterfront installation, bridge and also to the higher buildings. So for the case study, I choose failure of foundation at Hospital Tengku Ampuan Rahimah interrogation quarters in Klang, Selangor. The construction of the integration quarters for Hospital Tengku Ampuan Rahimah in Klang, Selangor was commenced and started in 2007. This project was implemented through the design and build concept and procurement, where the operator contractor was responsible for the design and construction of the project. It is consist of the construction of 3 blocks of 30 and 40-story building within the existing hospital compound. The site is underlain by the quaternary alluvial deposit, which consists of very soft to soft city clay with the thickness range from 50 meter to 20 meter. This layer is followed by a layer of medium stiff to stiff clay or sandy clay, whereas hard stratum is subsequently found at a depth of 18 meter to 28 meter. Based on the site investigation report, 500 mm diameter concrete span pile with a design capacity of 850 kN has been proposed as a foundation system for this building. Due to the constraint of the site, jack-in method was adopted for the installation of the piles in order to minimize the noise and vibration which could affect the existing nearby structures. However, there was no ground treatment work proposed by the design contractor to improve the engineering behavior of soil at the site. In this project, engineering problem was encountered during the construction stage. Installation of the piles foundation was commenced over soft ground right after site clearing without preparation of proper working platform. Upon completion of the piling work, most of the installed piles were found had to be deviated from the original position after some times. Pile was also found to be severely tilted and damaged at the location of the proposed lift pit. Based on the investigation conducted by the JKR, there are many possible causes that contribute to the pile failure. The main cause of this problem is due to the soft ground displacement due to the moving jack-in machine and excavation for elevator holes. Heavy loads imposed on the soil surface have triggered vertical and horizontal displacement of the soil. This has caused the installed pile to be expected to be pushed by the displaced soil as it is constrained low in the horizontal direction. Therefore, for the purpose of excavation, a pile wall of 6.0 meter sheet has been proposed as temporary protection. During the excavation work, the walls of the piles of temporarily installed sheet were found to be sloping. This investigation conducted after the incident revealed that the failure of the temporary protection work was due to the deficiency in design and improper construction practice adopted by the contractor in the project. Detailed analysis showed that at least 9.0 meter depth of sheet pile wall was required to maintain the 2.5 meter depth of excavation work, but the contractor proposed the 6 meter originally proposed by the contractor. Probably due to the cost and time constraint, temporary pile walls were installed just next to the excavation area. Improper construction practice adopted by the contractor have contributed to the failure of the sheet pile wall, as a placement that unsuitable material has caused a surcharge load to the ground, causing lateral movement of unsupported part of the excavator hole. Furthermore, the pile deviation problem is also expected to stem from the negligence in conducting the pile positioning study. The movement of the ground due to the jack machine in which moving can shift the position of the pre-pegged pile. Therefore, without a verification check on the position of the pile before the installation, has resulted in the pile being installed at a deviated position. Subsequently, this problem has caused significant delays in the completion of the project. It also incurs significant additional costs for the project, as many replacement piles are required for treated and skewered the piles. In conclusion, a deep understanding of the foundation building is extremely important for us. Building a good foundation can ensure the stability and integrity of a building. If there is a mistake in the construction of the foundation, it will cause various negative impacts such as building collapse, tilted buildings, building crash, and many more. The failure of the building foundation will pose a security threat to the user of the building and also to the surrounding community. Therefore, I emphasize once again here, where all parties involved in the construction site and also in the foundation of the building must always be sensitive in the process of the developing the foundation of the building. I think that's all from me for this video. Thank you.